In the previous 2 episodes, we follow the story of Izanagi and Izanami, creators of the living world. Plus, we heard about Susanoo, the mischievous god who was expelled from the ruler's ruler of the ocean, defeated an 8-headed monster, and gave the magical sword he found in the monster's tail to his sister, Amaterasu, the sun god and ruler of the heavenly plane. 6 generations later, Ookuninushi, the direct descendant of Susanoo, was struggling under the weight of his brother's luggage, and had fallen behind on their journey to Inaba, where they would compete for the affections of goddess Yakami-hime. He heard someone sobbing bitterly. Walking towards the sound, he discovered skinned hair. The hair tearfully explained that he had been punished by sharks, after tricking them into carrying him across the sea, from the tiny island where he had been born to the mainland. Ookuninushi brothers had already advised him to bathe in sea water, which had only increased the pain. Ookuninushi recognized that this was precisely the kind of mean trick his brothers would play, and feeling sorry for the hair, taught him how to use magic to restore himself. Grateful, the hair wanted to help him in return, but Ookuninushi refused. He was surprised when the hair suggested that Yakami-hime would choose him to be her husband, especially since his brothers were treating him as a dumb servant. But the hair's prediction was accurate. Ookuninushi brothers were so furious when Yakami-hime chose to marry him that they killed him in the most vicious way imaginable. His mother appealed to the gods of heaven to resurrect him, but his brothers only killed him again. When he was resurrected for a second time, his mother advised him to hide in the house of Oyabiko, who was Izanagi's son. But his brothers attacked the house, and Ookuninushi fled to Nenokata-skuni. This was a realm beneath the living world, ruled by his powerful and mischievous ancestor, Susanoo. Arriving in this dark and spooky realm, Ookuninushi had asked a beautiful young woman how to get to Susanoo's house. By coincidence, it turned out that she was Susanoo's daughter, Seribime. Having fallen in love at first sight, they later married in secret. In ancient times, having multiple wives was common practice. Even so, Susanoo dreamt up a series of trials to test their relationship. He began by forcing his son-in-law to sleep within a mountain of snakes, which he survived with the help of a magical handkerchief given to him by his new wife. Seeing that he had slept well, Susanoo insisted that he spend the following night in a room full of bees and centipedes. Again, Seribime gave him another magical handkerchief. Susanoo decided that he needed to raise the stakes. He took them to a vast meadow where he shot an arrow, and told Ookuninushi that he had to find it. Once he was certain that his son-in-law was lost in the deep grass, he shot a flaming arrow into the field. Within seconds, the meadow became a raging inferno. As Ookuninushi stumbled to escape the intense flames, a mouse appeared beside him. Although he couldn't understand what the mouse was saying, he decided to follow it. They fell into a deep hole, which proved to be a perfect place to wait out the fire. And afterwards, the mouse brought him the arrow he was looking for. Susanoo was surprised and impressed. That night, the couple decided to escape back to the living world, while Susanoo was asleep. They tied the old god's long hair to the pillars in the room, took his magical bow, sword, and musical instrument, koto, and ran towards the entrance to the world above. But Susanoo soon awoke and pursued them. However, when the couple successfully reached the entrance to the living world, he stopped and called out to them, congratulating them on their mischievous ability to outsmart him. He told Ookuninushi to change his name to Ookuninushi, defeat his brothers, and rule the living world from a magnificent high palace that touched heaven. Ookuninushi followed his father-in-law's advice and began to develop the land. A minor god, Susanoo, visited from another country and made such an impression of Lord Ookuninushi that they became like brothers, traveling the land, developing agricultural techniques, medicines, and brewing sake. The population in the living world increased, and both gods and humans began to live more healthy and productive lives. Jealous of his achievements, Amaterasu, ruler of the heavenly realm, hatched a plan to eliminate Ookuninushi and take back control of the living world. She sent her son, Amenohohi, to carry out her orders. Ookuninushi welcomed him, ignoring the advice of his sons who wanted to fight. 3 years later, Amenohohi had still not reported progress to his mother, having sided with his host. Next, Amaterasu sent Ameno Wakahiko, who ended up marrying Ookuninushi daughter. He didn't report for 8 years, and secretly plotting to gain the land of the living for himself after his father-in-law's death. By now, Amaterasu was furious and dispatch the god of thunder and swords, Takemikazuchi. Ookuninushi dismissively told him to compare with his sons. His first son meekly accepted the demands of Amaterasu and surrendered. But his second son challenged Takemikazuchi. Using his ability to transform his limbs into weapons, Okuninushi's second son was easily defeated by Takemikazuchi and had to beg for his life. Hearing of this failure, Okuninushi gave in to Amaterasu's demands, but requested that a magnificent palace should be built in his honor, so that he could keep his promise to Susanoo. Next time, we'll explore the mythological origins of Japan's imperial family.